Hello everyone, welcome to an all-in-one quiz. So we have four topics for this quiz. We have Mahabharata, we have Harry Potter, we have Northeast, we have the sports part. So we have four topics for this quiz. And welcome to the YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, do subscribe the channel and don't forget to like and share the video. So for this quiz, the rules are basically what's the question here. So basically you have to watch the video and answer in the Google form that is in the description and also given in the uh, WhatsApp group of the competition. So competition group, so you can get the link for the Google form there. So there are no question present in the Google form, only the place to answer there. So here are the questions. So this video will act like the question paper and the Google form will act like the answer paper. So answer paper is blank. So you need to go through this video only for the questions. So here we go. So in the first we have Mahabharata versus Ramayana, the epic quiz. So mythology. In the question number one, in Rajasthan he is worshipped as X, and in Gujarat he is worshipped as Y, and is believed to have been sacrificed before the Mahabharata war to ensure the victory of the grandfathers, the Pandavas. In return for his sacrifice, he was deified by a boon given by Krishna. So, by which name we popularly know him? So, this mythological character given in the picture as well has something to do with the Mahabharata war. So there was a particular boon by Krishna. So the god gave him the three infallible arrows. Hence, he came to be known as the bearer of three arrows. So he is also known as the bearer of the arrows, bearer of three arrows. When he learned that battle between Pandavas and Kauravas had become inevitable, he wanted to witness what was to be Mahabharata war. He promised his mother that if he felt urged to participate in battle, he would join the side which would be losing. So he basically promised his mother that if he felt the urge to participate in battle, so if he participated in the Mahabharata war, he would join the side which would be losing. So there is another story after that. So something to do with Krishna's advice that if he do so, if he uh, keep the promise of his mother, he would end up switching the teams when in war. So simply tell by which name we know him popularly. So moving on to question number two. So this is an ancient book. It is believed that the author of this book was knowledgeable and superior scholar of all scripture. He wrote many books like astrology, tantra, mantra. One of these is X. X is actually an astrological book. So looking for the name of this astrological book, it has many more than astrological fallacies, but basically it is an astrological book only. The author had told to be special important worshipping the Bilva Patra, leaf of bell. According to the astrologer in X, things related to the Bilva tree are mentioned, which help to gain Lakshmi. So, which book is being talked about? So, something to do with Tantra Mantra, something to do with astrology. So, astrology book. So, also given the information and the things related to Bhilva, the Bel Patta. So it would help to gain Lakshmi. That might be a clue. So which book is being talked about? So moving on to question number three. So X was the daughter of Maya Asura, the king of Asura, and the Apsara Hema. According to Save Ramayana adaptation, she is also the mother of Rama's wife Sita. who is infamously kidnapped by Ravana. So, in a version of Ramayana, Hanuman tricks her into disclosing the location of a magical arrow which Rama uses to kill Ravana. Different version of the Ramayana records her ill treatment at the hand of Rama's monkeys generals. So, who is X? So, looking for X, who was the daughter of Mayasur, king of Asura, and the Apsara Hema. So, who is this character from mythology? So, without making any further delay, let's move on to the question number 4. So, question 4, according to Valmiki Ramayana, he is one quarter component of manifestation of the god Vishnu and is considered to be the avatar of Vishnu. However, some scripture regard him the avatar of Shesha, the thousand-headed serpent associated with Vishnu. In the picture, his idol is at a Perumal temple who is being talked about. So, this is Sheving Kuthanathan Perumal temple. So, with particular character who is regarded as manifestation of God Vishnu and is considered to be the avatar of Vishnu. And however, according to some other scripture, his the scripture regard him the avatar of Shesh. So, who is being talked about? So, move on to the next question, which is the last question for the mythological topic. So, in Sanskrit, the word X means he who is not handsome in the lineage. I hope my pronunciation is correct. The name X generally means full of love, and the male characteristics implied by the name are intelligence, focus, hard work, handsomeness, health, attractiveness, success, popularity, respect, and unconditional love. X and his brother are both called Ashvineya. So that is a giveaway hint as they were born from Ashwins. Who was X? So looking for so basically looking for a particular character who has a brother also, and both are regarded as both are called as Ashvineya as they were born from Ashwins. So who is this? So think on the line. He who is most handsome in the lineage. So the name Ek generally means full of love, and the male characteristics implied by the name are intelligence, focus, and few other elements. So who are we talking about? So when talked about mythology, when talked about brothers, so probably you would have got the pair, but you have to take one guess from there. So that's all from the mythological part. So moving on to the next topic, which is magnificence, the magnificent seven sister, the northeast quiz. So question number 6 and the question number 1 for the magnificent seven sister. So this historically important construction was built by British in 1935 over the river X. At that time, East India Company had their local headquarters in that particular place of Assam, which got its name from now Jira. So probably that was a giveaway hint, which in SMS literally means resting place for boats. Uh, so looking for uh, a a particular construction or the river X. So this construction is very significant because of the technique used in it that performed a very important role during the transportation of goods by ship. As the mechanism is not working nowadays, this construction is not open for public use and preservation process is going on, recognizing it in the historical importance. So, which particular construction is being talked about in the or the river X? So, what are we talking about? Without doing any further delay, let's move on to the next question for in this section. So in this segment, we have the next question is, so easy enough to crack. Give the name of this particular dish. Any original ethnic meal of this northeastern state is incomplete without this delicious dish. This unique dish, prepared with raw papaya, pulses, and main ingredient. All these ingredients are filtered in water through dried banana ashes for several that is most unusual and refreshing. It is a rich dish generally consumed with lunch. So, which particular dish is being talked about whenever we talk about the people from this particular region, this particular place, this particular state? We always talk, we often talk about this particular dish whenever we say or like signify or like denote that particular people, a person from that particular region. So that can be a giveaway hint. So think on that line. It would be very easy to crack. So northeastern state, a particular dish, raw papaya, pulses, and another main ingredient. So which particular dish is being talked about? Easy one. Moving on to question number 8. Some of the most significant structure of eggs are found in Kangla Palace of this northeastern state. Unfortunately, they were destroyed by the British officials during the annexation of the palace on 20 June 1891 AD. Later, when the state got independence in 1947, the structures were rebuilt with concrete items. In mythology of this state, he is one of the three sons of Antingnong Maru Sidaba, the creator of the universe. He is the brother of Langitho Sanahamahi and Pakhangba. So, significant structure of X found in Kangla Palace. So, which structures basically significant structure of what basically? Somewhere from the northeastern state, found in Kangla Palace. So they were unfortunately they were destroyed by the British official during the annexation of the palace on June 20, 1891. So what are we looking for? Simply tell what is X. Easy one. Move on to question number 9. X is inhabited by the Mayor tribes. There are 12 Mayor households in this village. Total Mayor population, including children, staged at 72. It is a village on the India-China border and lies just north of the Kibitu on the banks of Lohit River at an elevation of 1240 meter. It is a particular significance as a village in the history of India, in the geography of India. So what are we looking for? So picture location of X in the map of the state where it is situated. Keep it significant in the geography of India, not X. So simply tell what is the significant. So Kibitu X is inhabited by the Mayor tribes. So moving on to the last question from this topic. The temple is considered to be one of the 51 Shakti Pitha. So this one is easy question. Legend says that the little finger of the left leg of the Sati fell here. Here Shakti is worshipped as X, the main shrine, a cubical edifice with a three-tier roof with a finial erected by Maharaja of the state in 1501 AD, is constructed in the Bengali Ekratna style. So there are two similar but different sized black stone idols of the goddess in the sanctum sanctorum. of the temple. The larger and the more prominent idols of 5 feet height is of goddess X, and a smaller one, adorably called Chotoma, Little Mother, is 2 feet tall and is an idol of the goddess Chandi. So, looking for this particular Shakti Pitha, so give me X. Here, Shakti is worshipped as what? So, little finger of the left leg of Sati fell here. Shakti is worshipped here, and it is constructed in the Bengali Ekratna style. So, what are we looking for? So, that's all from this Northeast segment. Let's move on to the sports segment. So, here we go with the sports section. So it's a winter sports featured at the Winter Olympic Games, where a competitor or two-person team rides a flat sled while lying supine and feet first. The sport is usually contested on a special design ice track that allows gravity to increase the sled's speed. So, which sport is being talked about? Easy one. Probably many of you haven't followed this particular sport, but this is one of the easiest question if you have ever done sports quiz before. If the photo is a giveaway, so how many Winter Olympic Games you know? Take one guess, easy one. So winter sport featured at Winter Olympics, flat sled contested on a special design ice track that allows gravity to increase that sled's speed. So think on that line and you will get the answer. So question number 12. So Travis Dowling is a cricketer who has represented Guyana, West Indies A, and the West Indies in Test, One Day International, and T20 International. He is a right-handed batsman and a part-time off-break bowler. However, he was in headline because of one particular dismissal. So this particular dismissal was his own only. So he was out basically. So this particular dismissal was in news, was in headline few days back due to some reason. So just tell me someone's achievement. So someone's achievement is what I'm looking for. So Travis Dowling is a cricketer who's represented West Indies in T20 international ODI and Test as well. So looking for why he was in news. Easy one. Won't give much of the time for this particular question. Moving on to question number 13. In October 2015, he published a book titled Dash Dash Why Vladimir Putin and the Enemies of the Free World Must Be Stopped. The title is a reference to the HBO television series. Concentrate on this fact. The title is a reference to the HBO television series. In the book, he writes about the need of the organization solely composed of democratic countries to replace the United Nations. In an interview, he called the United Nations a catwalk for dictators. Who and what apt title? So looking for who who is this person who wrote this book, why Vladimir Putin and the enemies of the free world must be stopped, and what app title, and which was the reference to the HBO television series. So simply give dash dash dash. Easy one. Moving on to question number 14. So before going to the next question, for this you can think this is the topic sport. So don't think on the literature section. Someone who plays sport, think on that line. Moving on to the penultimate question of the sports section. So question number 14. Main entrants of what from the world of sports? They call themselves the National Club of India. So they call themselves the National Club of India. Here's the gate as well. You can see the logo there as well. So they call themselves as the National Club of India. So question is not which club is the national club in India. They call themselves the National Club of India. And if you go through their history, probably they should be called as National Club of India if they are not. So logo is visible from, I already said the word history, from the world history of Indian sport. So what main entrance of what from the world of sport? Easy one. Uh, won't give much of a time for this question. Question number 15, the last question for the sports section. So easy one. Ballon d'Or is an annual football award presented by French news magazine uh, France Football. That is one of the oldest and generally regarded as the most prestigious individual award for football uh, players. A particular player got this for 6 times. Which nation does he represent? I'm not looking for the name of the sports person or the name of the footballer who got it. Just tell me which nation does he represent. Easy one. Which nation does he represent? So this is the Ballon d'Or. So this Ballon d'Or, a Ballon d'Or is an annual football award presented by France Football magazine. So a particular player got this for, a particular footballer got this for 6 times. Which nation does he represent? Easy one, probably the easiest of the all. So that's all from the sports section. Moving on to question number 16, which will be the most exciting one, the Harry Potter quiz, Accio-Q-Wizzards. So here's the first question for the Harry Potter segment. Question number 16. So XY is one of the major character of the Harry Potter books or the movies. The character's first name is Latin for a terrifying beast that splits fire. So that splits fire, give away hint, or more specifically, a dash. X name is also a part of Hogwarts school motto, which means never tickle a sleeping dash. So probably you got that blank. Also, interestingly, a part of X's last name derives from the Old French, which means bad or evil. So while the other part means fate and trust. So identify this character XY and fill in the blanks. So probably easy one. If you get the blank, never tickle a sleeping dash. So first of all, you have to use. If I tell how to crack it, I would say try to fill up the blank first and try to modify it into something which will give you a character in the Harry Potter series. So which particular character from the Harry Potter series is being talked about, and fill in the blanks. Question number 17. Dash is a witch or a wizard who has the ability to change his or her physical appearance at his or her own will without the need of polyjuice potion or any other spell like the rest of the wizarding population. X and Teddy Lupin are known dash. X was able to put her abilities to use the performing espionage for the Order of Phoenix. During her school years of Hogwarts, X often got detention for turning his teacher. Fill in the blanks, identify X. So, who are we talking about? Is a witch or a wizard who has the ability to change his or her physical appearance at his or her own will without the need of the polyjuice potion. Fill in the blanks and identify X. So moving on to question number 18. So this is Ashwinter X, Squill Bulb, Murtlep, Murtlep Tentacle, Tincture of Time, Okami Eggshell, powered common. These are known ingredient of X, also known as Y. X is a magical potion that makes the drinker lucky for a period of time, during which everything he or she attempts will be successful. It turns an ordinary day into extraordinary one. So identify X and Y. So ingredient of X, also known as Y. So if you see the image carefully, probably you have seen this previously as well. So if you are following the Harry Potter series, so these are known ingredient of X and also known as Y. So give me X and Y. Splinter X, quill bulb, matlab tentacle, tincture of thyme, Okami eggshell, powdered common. So what are we looking for is X and Y. It turns an ordinary day into an extraordinary one. So that is a giveaway hint. So moving on to question number 19, the penultimate question of the Harry Potter segment and the penultimate question in the quiz as well. So this is the X and it is the most important of the lot. It is very hard to catch because it is so fast and difficult to see. It's Y's job to catch it. You have to come with in and out of the dash to get it before the other teams swipe. So probably you got what are we looking for. We are talking about teams, we are talking about catch. So because whichever Y catches, the X wins his team as extra 150 points. So this is another giveaway hint. So they nearly always win. That's why only ends when the X is caught. So it can go on for ages. So this is an exact extract from Harry Potter books where Dash was explaining Harry about one of the most famous sport in the wizarding world. So identify X and Y and fill in the blanks. So first of all, think about this wizarding world's famous sport. Think about what gives you 150 points extra. It says Y's job is to catch it. So easy one. So moving on to the final question of the quiz, question number 20. So X is a columnist and MuggleNet since 2011 and has been writing essays on Harry Potter since 2007 as a HP Boy 13. He's the author of the book Dash. Identify the person given in the image and fill in the blanks. Identify the person in the image and fill in the blanks. He is the author of the book Dash. Columnist on MuggleNet since 2011, has been writing essays on Harry Potter since 2007 as HP Boy 13. So he's the author of the book Dash. Looking for Dash and identify the person given in the image. So that's all from the all-in-one quiz. Thank you for watching the full video. Thank you for remaining till the last. Don't forget to give your answers in the Google form provided in the link below in the description, and do comment how you found the quiz. That's all from our side. Thanks to Imandar, thanks to Sneha for giving me this opportunity. That's all from today's segment. Hope you submit your answers as soon as possible. The deadline will be given in the group. Thank you.